Hey friends, it's Eric, and today we're going to talk about this electric precision screwdriver. They did send this out to me for a full honest review, but I've been using this for a couple weeks now and absolutely love it. And I do lots and lots of electrical projects. It could be from phones to computers to this is a little outlet that I just want to open up and see what's on the inside. And normally I have to use like this precision screwdriver set. You can see there's a ton of little tiny bits, and then there's the manual screwdriver, and then you have to do it by hand. And yes, it's great that I don't have to worry about stripping screws or damaging the components inside the electrical accessory. So wanted a screwdriver that could speed that up, but at the same time still be very safe. And that's why I really like this. It's a good size. Here it is right here. We'll take a closer look at it in a second. And then all the bits, look at how they designed this. It is absolutely beautiful. So you have this outer metal case. So it is nice and metal. And then look at all these bits. So you have Phillips head, you have tiny points, you have triangles, you have U-shapes, you have stars. I don't even know most of what these things are called. You got squares. I mean, anything that's in electronics these days, I think this set definitely has it all. And taking a look in here really quick, this looks like a hex screw. And I noticed in this set earlier, there wasn't many hexes, but there were a few. This looks like the biggest one. Boom, bada boom. And it is magnetic, so as you put it in there, it's just gonna hold it in there. And as you pull out, there is a little bit of resistance. And this is definitely great to fidget with, just because it makes that little clicking sound. I do find myself sometimes just playing with that. And this can easily go into the screwdriver. And then the screwdriver itself feels like a big pen. You have a little screen right here, kind of tell you what mode that you are on. So 0 obviously is off, 1, 2, 3, and what the 1, 2, 3 is your torque settings. So if you're doing electronics, you definitely want to kind of keep it on 1 as you're screwing things in. But if they're kind of stuck and you need a little bit more juice to pull it out or to unscrew it, you might want to go up to 3. But definitely with electronics, you definitely want to, when you're screwing in, keep it on 1. Then on top you have your USB-C charging port, and obviously on this LED screen you can see where the battery level is. And like I said, I've been using this for a couple weeks now, and I have not charged this up except for the original time that I got it, and it's at half battery life. So you go through the modes just by pressing that mode button right there, and then when you want to screw something in, press it. Oh, I gotta put in mode 1, press it that way. And if you want to take something out, press it that way. You can see the little rocket that goes up, letting you know what direction you're going in. If I'm going screwing in, it goes that way. It's really cool. Now, this is circular in shape or cylinder. So if you put this down on something, it will roll. So keep that in mind. But it feels great in the hand. I wish there was a little bit more kind of grip to it. This is cut out so it's flat right there, which is kind of grippy, or it kind of tells you where the buttons are because it's flat right here. So I like that, but I wish it wouldn't roll as much. My table's pretty flat, but some of the tables I'm on definitely are not flat. So really nice long or longer screws. They're not extremely long, but in most cases, in most electronics, that should do it. Let's see if I have the right tip in here. Sometimes it's hard to get it right. Sometimes it's just a guessing game, and it doesn't seem like I have the right one, so I might have to go a little bit smaller. I do like how there is a light built in on this side, so when you're screwing, you can see what you're doing in very tight spots. So As you can see, I can barely see in here, but this light does help. I am thinking that it might not be a hex. It might actually be a star. So let's see what else we have here. It's deep in there, so it's taking a little bit more time than normal. But I think it might be this one with the little dot. So hard to see, but I think that might be it. Let's try this. See if I get a better grip. Oh, 1,000 times better. All right, so I got it on level 1 or level 2, and I still can't reverse it. Let's go up to level 3. Let's see if we can reverse it. And level 3 is still not strong enough. Let's manually break it off. There we go. Still kind of tight. And now we give it one full turn, and now it's strong enough to get the screw out. So, like I said, it's nice to have 3 on there, but when I put this back in, I'm definitely going to only use 1 because I don't want to damage this. So let's get the other ones out. Boom, bada boom. Okie dokie. And this is what it looks like on the inside. And there's some more screws on here. I can take these out if need be. But this thing's pretty cool. Like I said, I've been using this for a couple weeks, and it's definitely not the strongest mini precision screwdriver I've ever tested, but it definitely is a great look and feel. I love how all the bits are in this little rotator, and there are lots and lots of bits, everything that you'll need for most electronics. Oh, by the way, as I'm putting this back together, I do want to let you know that this is not magnetic, so definitely keep that in mind. And I can hand tie in the rest. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope this video was helpful. I'll see you guys on the next one.